darling Fumi Nation, how are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you do not know the kind of challenges we had today. The camera, the audio, everything went awry. I started sweating. I wanted to come up here about an hour. I don't even have my watch. All I tell you today was intense. About an hour and a half ago. Yes, my darlings, about an hour and a half ago. Anyway, we are here. Anything for you guys. Anything for you guys. Are we living for the lip? Are we living for the makeup? Are we living for the accessories? Are we living for the outfit? This is Lola Cosmetics. Lola Cosmetics is one of the first brands that ever sent me PR about 10 years ago. I live for her. I love her. She actually had a palette that she had made for me and had my name was on one of the eyeshadows. Anywho, I have a discount code for you guys, FUMI, and this is the Lola palette. Just look at how gorgeous these are. Look at the colors. And then the lipsticks, oh my god, are everything. I'm gonna put pictures up for you, but that's what I am wearing. Alrighty, my darlings. And then my darling, wonderful, gorgeous husband. I just love Ula. Ula is such, he's so fabulous. He's the one that fixed all of this because it was a mess. And I was literally in tears because I was like, I gotta do this. Anyway, the necklace, my darling, is by, it's a necklace. It's heavy. It's my Cleopatra moment. I love it. It is by Tiffany Amber. She is a Nigerian designer and I just live and love her. And then the jumpsuit. It's super, super long and that is what we are working with. This is Halston. It's an old jumpsuit that I got when I was living in Norway and I live for it. Absolutely live for it. So that is the outfit of the day. Okay, so Puffstar Puffy Poo, he has opened the floodgates with this settlement. Or should I say Cassie has opened the floodgates with the news that she gave us literally, I think, a week today, because today is Thursday. And when I tell you everything is coming out left and right, all kinds of stuff. You have 50 Cent out there and he brings out a recording talking about somebody had sent him images of Cassie in an unsavory way. We also have a young girl who talks about how she was pregnant and Puffy had stomped on her tummy and offered her 50,000 to get rid of the pregnancy. Allegedly. And we also have I'll Be Sure, who was married to Kim Porter, who shared, I think, 2 children with Puff Daddy, the twins. And he goes on to say he was hoping that his grimy ways would wane over time and with age. Apparently not. And so a lot of people are asking, well, you know what? We had young mommy out here talking about she loved golden showers. I mean, just the fact that it's golden just tells you how unhealthy the person is that is excreting this. Because the water you pass should be clear. If not, you're not drinking enough water, you're not taking enough vegetables, your pee should not be yellow. It should not. That's a very unhealthy person. You need to detox and cleanse. It only tells me that your number 2 is very thick, rubbery, and strong. It should not be any of that. It should be, well, you know what, that's a different episode. But golden showers, like, ew. Yeah. This is what we are working with up in here in these streets. And then there's a thing about white nail polish. I had to stop and I said, you know what? Run here for me and let them know. I wear white toe polish. Can they see? They can see. I have been wearing white toe polish for years. For years. You know what it is? It's so bizarre because for the contrast, because I'm dark and I love me dark skin. I do. I love me black skin, and so I wear, as you can see, colors that really accentuate my fabulosity and my black gold, which is called skin. So I don't know how this went down with Puffy. I don't know, but they were like, yes, with the white nail polish. And so there are screenshots all over with young mommy with sharp white nails, because that's how he likes it. I'm gonna say it now, I never knew this, but I love it because I'm dark. And I found that most nail polishes, they just didn't give me that fabuloso like it does with white. So I usually have French nail polish, always French on my fingers, and always white nail polish, to the point that when I go and get my nails done, they know me. They don't even ask. I always have my white gel toe polish, whether it's winter, whether it's summer, whether it's spring, whether it's autumn. That's me. So I just wanted to clear that up. Anywho, loops, Daily Mail came out with something quite serious, and I said, you know what, let's talk about this today. It's an exclusive. Sean Diddy Combs pressured Cassie to get breast implants, only to demand she reverse the surgery the next day, despite health risks because they were way too big. Years before being accused of do-da-do, ex-girlfriend Cassie, and forcing her to have do-da-do with do-da-do, rapper Sean Diddy Combs pressured the singer to get breast implants, only to order her to have them removed the following day, despite the plastic surgeon's warnings it could harm her, the Daily Mail has learned. A source close to the former couple recalled her horror witnessing the exchange, which saw Cassie, fresh from surgery, crying but silent as the Bad Boy founder demanded celebrity surgeon Dr. Frank Ryan immediately remove the implants despite the serious health risks. They got his name up in these streets. As they should, actually, but we'll get to that in a minute. Speaking exclusively to the Daily Mail, the witness said Diddy thought they could go right back into surgery like now and take them out. And Dr. Ryan was like, no way, trying to explain to him that we should wait at least 6 months to see how it heals because she was just opened up. I mean, anesthetic alone. But Diddy was like, no, they got to come out. Call who you need to call. They've got to come out. The witness, who spoke on the condition of anonymity, said the discussion took place shortly after Thanksgiving in 2009 at the office of Dr. Ryan, who died the following year in August 2010 when he accidentally drove off a cliff in Malibu while sending a text message. What did I just read? Wait, hold on. Said the discussion took place shortly after Thanksgiving in 2009 at the office of Dr. Ryan, who died the following year in August of 2010 when he accidentally drove off a cliff in Malibu while sending a text message. They did say, don't text and drive. If you've ever been to Malibu, you will know what that is, because those roads are very windy. Even going straight by the beach, do not text and drive. May he so rest in peace, because I know that if he was out here in these streets with his name out like this would have been a situation. The inside source said she did not speak at the time to avoid causing more problems for the couple. But the calculus changed last Thursday when Cassie, whose full name is Cassandra Ventura, filed the bombshell lawsuit accusing the hip-hop mogul of controlling and abusing her for over a decade. The singer claimed Diddy had piled her with drugs, viciously beat her, forced her to have do-da-do with multiple male doodas while he watched and recorded the encounters. Sick. I never thought Cassie would ever come forward to talk about this, the source told Daily Mail. When she finally did yesterday, I was like, thank God. I'm so happy she had the courage to do what she was doing. And I was more happy to come forward myself to describe the level of abuse I saw she was enduring. But just a day after the lawsuit became public and the insider spoke to Daily Mail, Diddy announced that the two had settled out of court in Manhattan Federal District Court, No special details on the terms were revealed, but the witness to 2009's episode in the plastic surgeon's office meanwhile shared her account to help collaborate one more encounter of what Cassie's lawsuit that Diddy was deeply controlling. I've always been traumatized myself about what I saw, the witness told the Daily Mail. For me, watching this, it was just so cruel, so horrible. She was treated like a rat. It was literally like her voice was snatched and there was nothing she could do. That if she started standing up for herself, she would be in trouble. She knew to keep quiet and go along with whatever he was saying. Reps for Combs or Cassie did not respond to dailymail.com. I'm all up for updating you guys on things that Cassie has gone through, because I don't want this story to go away. And more importantly, like I did for the very first episode, my concern is not really about Puffy. My concern is about our children. And as a lot of you know, children are everything to me. I love children, children first. And when I had reviewed The Sounds of Freedom, it really dawned on me, because I started modeling at 21 and I still was relatively young. But I prefer 21 and up than 21 and down. I don't want my child to be a model, to be an actor, or at all, to be honest. The irony, I don't want him to be in this industry because I cannot have my eyes on him 24/7. I don't think it's healthy to have your children in this industry until they are after 21. 21 is still very, very young. They can still have a fabulous and wonderful and amazing career. But I don't think that it's healthy, because this industry is very dark. This industry, there's so much built on image that I think it's too much. It's too much if you are very young. 19, 17, you're still young. My mother chaperoned me until I was 25. That's facts. So as far as I'm concerned, it's just something that I feel that I can imagine little baby Cassie there in this room where she had no business being. I know, packages. Maria! Okay, she's gone. You know, where she had no business being at all, and nothing should have been done to her body or be discussing her body. As for Puffy, your past is coming back to you. But I want to be fair. This does not have anything to do with Puffy. That they went back in to take them out is everything with the doctor. Maria! I'll be right back. Maria only speaks Portuguese. You know what? I tell you, Mama got to work. So I had to get a nanny full time. So I told my Lord up above, I said, I'm not picky. Give me a lovely, wonderful, good-hearted nanny. Here come Maria. But she's amazing. I said, you know what, we'll work it out. And she's been here now for how many months, and she is amazing. And we use Google Translate. Yes, because they've got audios now. Let me show you real quickly. When I tell you, it's crazy. But yeah, I said nothing easy in my life. He said, nah. So let me just show you. Good morning, Maria. How are you? How is everything? I would love for you to take Adrian to the park today after school. Yeah, this is me, audio. So you stop it, and then it records it, and then it speaks to it in Portuguese.
Bom dia, Maria. Como você está? Tudo que eu adoraria que você levasse Adriana ao parque hoje depois da escola. Sim, sou eu áudio.
This is how we communicate in this house. I promise you. And we've been doing okay. So when the bell rang and I could hear her, I was a little bit nervous for her that most probably she was kind of stuck and needed assistance. Anyway, going back. So Dr. Ryan, may his soul rest in peace. I am so sorry that he passed away. But his license should be revoked, and would have been revoked if he did. Well, he did. He went back in, I think, like after a week, and they made them smaller. That's unethical. Just the mere fact that you're putting that child under anesthetic a week later, oh wow, for no reason but plastic surgery, that is terrible. These are the kind of traumas I'm talking about that your children should not go through. Now I understand, because J-Lo did it and she has told us. She basically left the house and said, I'm gonna do this. And the mother said, well, you go, you don't come back into this house. There are talents that this is their life. And J-Lo didn't have any support. Thank you, Lord Almighty. Everything came back around. She made it. Her mother's been trying to make it up to her all this time. And J-Lo maybe was lucky. But upon reflection, I think about it. Who took care of this child? Where was she sleeping day and night? Where was she washing, brushing her teeth, changing her clothes? That takes some kind of will. No wonder J-Lo is known in Hollywood as one of the hardest working celebrities to date. Because if you come from that, then you can survive anything. And she dated Puff. We don't know how she was with Puff, but I'm under the impression, she being a Leo, Puff knew not to try it. Again, I empathize with Cassie. She deserves every single dollar of that 100 million allegedly that she got. She deserves it. She deserves it. 10 million a year. The industry, it has to change. It has to protect the 21s and down. As far as I'm concerned, after 21, okay. Oh God, today is today. I just don't get it. But this is how it is behind the scenes, and I'm keeping everything in because this is my life. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm happy that the mask has been taken off, because if Cassie had not brought this to our attention, I would have had a hard time dealing with this. It would have been a hard thing for me to say what now? And now it's all coming out. And I hope it continues to come out. Because in so doing, you give license for the others. And in so doing, we are protecting our children. It's just disgusting across the board. Go in for boobs. Come out for boobs. No, it's too big. No, it's too that. No, and we see it with the BBLs and all of that. And let me just add also that it's very powerful. The young girls that don't have it feel that if they don't look like this, then you know what, they're not worthy. They're not good enough. They're not talented enough. They're not smart enough. They're not this enough. You're good enough. You are more than enough. And so we have to combat it by making normalcy the norm. We have to normalize it and let the plastic surgery all the way fall out. That's what it is. Because as far as, and here's the thing, please remember America's Top Model. It was the same thing. You gotta cut the hair this way, you gotta this, you gotta that. That is what the industry does, because you have to be unique, because you have to stand out, because you have to have an edge. I am not against any of that at all, but do it when they're older. Do it when it goes with the confidence. Because Cassie still looks like a scared little timid pussycat. I remember when she had her hair shaved to one side. Did it look fresh? Yes. But it didn't give me Grace Jones. Do you understand what I'm saying? When Grace Jones came with the king of masculinity and the queen of femininity. She looked like a creature. It looked so fabulous that nobody has matched that to date. Do you understand what I'm saying? But when they're young children like this, it doesn't work. And so in my mind, I know that at least being 21, you have some kind of common sense to know you're in danger. You have some sort of common sense to say, you know what, let me report this. But when you're 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, no, you don't. No, you don't. You're not sophisticated enough to even see the glaring alarms of danger. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, my darlings. And I will see you what? I will see you sooner than later. All of my love.